What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are back in camp, wrapping up the day before we head on into the Grand Mausoleum, and Gale over here wants to chit-chat to us. It's a mirror image, though, not his real image.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale.
Fair enough.
Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him.
Okay. I guess we're long resting. Get my long rest done that I wanted anyway, so. Not a picnic day, is it?
I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies.
I'm afraid all of this is just a fantasy.
So it is. But a very fine one. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder.
We got a couple steps to go before you'll be taking the L.
I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight
I'm not sure if you will be taking
of
the
what I
L.
must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure.
I refuse to believe this is the end. We'll find another way. Promise.
Thank you. But even if we do find another way, perhaps this is the right way. The end fate wishes for me. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms.
That's a somewhat smart attitude. Why are you sure it's inevitable? We haven't even found the heart of the Absolute yet.
I can feel it. Ever since we set foot in this strange, corrupted land. The closer we get, the heavier my own heart becomes. Stay with me a while, will you? Day will come all too soon, even in this place.
Damn. So I'm a little worried that this game is trying to slide me into a relationship with good old Gale here, so I think we're gonna get some sleep, actually. Sorry, buddy.
Good night indeed. The fairest I can imagine.
I hope you clear up your conscience to whatever degree you're able. Like I told him, it's not over yet. There's no sense wallowing. If it is over, you can't control it. And if it's not, then you have plenty of time to feel sorry for yourself later. You still got stuff to do. Nowhere near the end. Wouldn't let him off the hook that easy. He's got some spells to cast for us. Alright, let us get all of our buffs up ready for this. It's finally time to head into the Mausoleum. Wraithwind Graveyard. I assume this is...
Zirel, Minthara, whoever you are, leave. I shall carry out General Thorm's will alone.
Herald of Balthazar.
Not wanted, not needed. Leave.
Right, I'm sure.
Here lies Melodia Thorm, beloved wife and mother. E Amiel Telere Manon here.
That's Ketheric's baby mama. A journal spanning years, beginning with the birth of a child and ending with what appear to be a series of dateless tragedies. How can she be gone? Where did she go? The Moon Maiden cannot be so unfeeling, so cruel. Not toward her most devoted servant, not after Melodia. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I won't survive it. That much I know. Forgetting is the only possibility. The embrace of oblivion. The reprieve of nothingness. It would not be possible for a man to survive knowing what he knows, knowing what can be lost. Shar understands that. Here is the only mercy I can comprehend. My mind is full of holes, yet not enough. The emptiness, the time, the nothingness. And still I remember. Still I remember it all. There is no mercy in this beating heart. There is no mercy in life at all. So we're actually getting some insight into Ketheric's mindset. I guess perhaps this will explain
Bones everywhere. Someone's been engaging in dark rituals here.
why he left Selûne and went to Shar. He's the second volume of his diary. Forgetting evades me in this infinite darkness. Balthazar is my own source of the barest comfort. The thought that, perhaps, she might be brought back to me. If oblivion can fail, what defense have we against death? None except its mastery. Balthazar's words have never felt more promising. Whatever the hell you were doing in here. And this is the Thorm family tomb, so this is all his ancestors that they're doing this to.
That's Myrtle's symbol. I suppose a mausoleum's a fitting place for the Lord of the Dead.
A stained book. A small note is squeezed onto the margins of a tome detailing necromantic rites. General Thorm's orders were clear. In order to find what lies beyond this mausoleum, one must walk in his own footsteps, deed by deed, from splendor to tragedy to infamy, as he put it. B. Splendor to tragedy, infamy. Splendor, tragedy, infamy. Well, I'm sure that's going to be a useful thing to remember going forward.
Keep your distance, darling.
Splendor, tragedy, and
For
infamy.
skeleton key.
Keep those three words in mind. Plenty of cloaks now.
All right, what now?
That's good. Got a whole party cloaked up. Here's the third piece of his diary. Melodia would understand if she knew my aim. She too, I believe, would have turned to Merkel under such conditions as these. Our darling will live again. What kind of man would I be if I didn't raise the world entire for her sake?
Very well.
So he lost a loved one. And his wife, it seems, or after his wife. Hand-drawn map shows the Gauntlet of Shar. Its labyrinthian tangle of chambers and passageways stretch across multiple levels, with a vast statue of Shar dominating the central hall. Here and there are sides written in a jagged, spidery hand. Balthazar's exploratory notes. Intact wing, proving grounds. Ruined wing, something present there, strange sounds reported. Rats. Why so many damnable rats?
Looks like there's a temple under this place, and something deadly sealed inside it. An open
There's
tomb.
more to this place.
Empty.
Sosun
Sure of it.
Elg Olaf.
Ominous in
Lady
the
Shar's
slightest.
presence is near.
So, this is where Isabel was resting, before Daddy Ketheric brought her back.
So this painting is Grief. This one is Moonrise Towers. And this one is General. Now what was the order? Splendor, Tragedy, and Infamy. Well, Splendor would be Moonrise Towers.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Thought my luck had run out for a moment. Trap must be disarmed.
Tragedy would be Grief.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
And infamy would be him being a general, no? Well, we're in. Thankfully. A lot of traps in here.
A trap. Just as I expected.
This must be the way forward.
Where will it bring us, though?
And this is absolutely a Sharan temple. Giant statues of Lady Shar. So their whole family was buried on top of a Shar temple when they were Selûnites. Climb aboard. I wonder. Do I still need the moon lantern down here? I don't. Finally, we're back in business.
Goddess Shar. Which probably isn't good news.
No, really, Astarion, what gave it away? Or was he a big hint on this place being dedicated to Shar?
Something good here, I hope.
Is it perhaps the giant statues that we passed on the way down? Or perhaps it's all the purple decor.
Shar, singer of eternal night, protector of the lost and forgotten.
Uses the term protector loosely.
Cross from light into darkness. Give your life to the shadows.
Use that term very loosely.
Offer your pain to Shar's embrace. Hear the night song.
Well, the night song is what we're here for. Well, one of the things we're here for, I guess.
The answer lies in darkness.
Interesting.
Shar's warriors must not be caught, must not be tricked. Only loss awaits the unworthy.
A voice. Is that Shar herself who speaks?
Yeah, let's take this nice and slow then.
Well, that left me winded.
Did you step on a trap? Alright, Astarion. Actually, we have level ups. Nothing too much to report for Astarion. No options. I think Lae'zel will probably be the same. Yeah, I thought so. Her class feature would be Indomitable. You become durable as an iron golem. Whenever you fail a saving throw, you can roll again, using the new result instead. That'll be useful.
Keep a blade close.
Astarion, looks like you're taking point in here. Now that we know it's traps aplenty.
Be careful. There are traps about.
Gonna get cheeky with me with the vent, huh?
Moving.
But each lever is kind of gonna plunge this place into darkness. She did say the answer lies in night.
Stay vigilant. There are traps here.
Well, that was almost a disaster. You got one toe on that. Let's get rid of that. I assume this is also a trap. I'm gonna ease my party forward so they pass the check.
Vigilant. There are traps here.
Get that Get out of there.
Let's have it.
Yeah, they stepped in the light.
Well, that left me winded.
Yeah, I'd say it did.
How considerate.
What the hells was that?
That was you stepping in the light.
The Dark Lady's path lies in darkness. Perhaps that is how I can proceed.
Working on it, Shadowheart. If you'd stop sending into the compulsion mines.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Very well then.
Last lever. Second to last, sorry.
A trap.
Hold that thought, everybody.
Doesn't like visitors.
In between episodes of Baldur's Gate, I've actually been recording Dragon Age the Veilguard, and I'm happy to report, so far, that's not as bad as I expected going into it. I've actually been quite enjoying that game. When I did ever get a chance to record it, I've been trying to really commit to Baldur's Gate since we're on such a tight time schedule with it. Now I assume, now that they're all low, you can just turn those off. Let's just walk one of us to these lanterns to avoid what's been happening here. I don't even know what he stepped on.
What in the wretched hells was that?
You're alright, Astarion. That's what it was.
What to do?
We were stepping on these glyphs.
On my feet.
Welcome, child. Follow my voice and prove your worth.
Well, that opened that door. This one is sealed. This one's been open. This looks like the shortest path possible, so we'll take this one first.
Better not be cursed.
The rain of night comes in 1,000 falling leaves.
The Shar's faithful buried down here. I wonder. Let's check the path we just unlocked before we go steamrolling through here. Okay, it takes us to a main hall, so we'll take the left side.
In darkness, beauty is equal and wealth unseen.
Surprised that that's as straightforward as it seemed. Where are we hopping to back here? Beyond dark, huh? Opulent chest. Wherever this goes. Big old maze-like thing. Let's go here, because this is going to maintain our high ground advantage. you done spawning those?
Watch your back. This way.
Astarion. As I said, we'll maintain high ground. Or at least Astarion will.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Lazel.
Objective noted.
Let's get her up by my character just in case we get swarmed. Move up. Dodge that. Good crit.
Blood comes easy these days.
I don't know if you can heal or not, so we're just gonna remove your ability to do that from rip.
What do I have to lose?
You're not immune to my bullshit. That's nice to know.
Need to stay focused. On the move.
Shadow, move up. I'll do a level 1 guiding bolt here. Beautiful. We land those. Indomitable already coming in clutch for us. Maybe we should have focused on the phantasms. But I feel like as long as big dude dies, they're all gone. Spamming your debuffs, huh? What are you gonna do, Chuckles? Reverberate yourself into oblivion. Appreciate you. He's having a bad day, huh?
There's blood in the air.
Oh, that's cheeky. You blocked. That's my fault. You just lost so much damage right there. I know you ain't telling me I can't attack this from this range. That's nonsense.
Let's finish this.
Alright, well, can't block this even if I can't move. Yeah. When in doubt, cheese out.
How much farther can I go?
Double oak doors. No idea what's behind the Astarion.
Challenge.
Save my curiosity. It's just a whole new side of the temple.
Wish to live in more interesting times. Time to press ahead. Let's...
I do like it down here. It's nice. Homey.
Feed your bodies and rest your minds.
This is
Lady
a
Shar
dedication to
needs
my
her
goddess's
warriors
power
strong
dark
and
evil.
ready.
Homey is not the first word that comes to mind.
We have rats.
Something's on my mind.
Unworthy. Unworthy to walk among friendly bones. Leave!
Hey, that's not nice, is it? Calm down. What are you talking about?
Talking of you. Intruder. Invader. Unworthy one. These halls are not for you.
I happen to have a Lady Shar worshiper with me right there, actually. Well, we're certainly not leaving, so...
Try it. Lot more guts than you'd expect. A lot more.
You threatening me? But we won't be leaving, little guy.
A place of offering to the Dark Lady. May she embrace the entire world.
I think we have some religion proficiency. Wouldn't hurt to get her on our side while we're in here. They would hurt to miss the roll, though. Thank you, game. We have 4 inspiration. I'll roll it again. Much better.
A pleasurable shiver runs down your spine. You feel as if you've unburdened a troubling thought and forgotten it forever.
Here we have Nightinger's favor down here now. Resistance to necrotic damage until we long rest. Alright. I'm sure we'll be needing that in here. Given the whole, you know, undead army Balthazar thing. See? Stysia helmet. Abandoned journal. The handwriting is a hasty, lopsided scroll. About the pages are blots of ink and what may be smudges of dried blood. Lady Shar continues to preserve me, though escape is impossible. The beast still prowls our halls, though the sounds of battle no longer reach my ears. I feel all my brothers and sisters have fallen in defense of the Nightsinger's sacred gauntlet. But I shall wait. The beast will not linger for long, surely. A shorter entry, the handwriting even more skewed and erratic. The beast still remains. Why does it not just leave? And why does it sing? The food is gone. I must preserve my strength. Final entry is barely legible. Mistress, embrace me, please. He tried to wait out whatever came down here. I wonder if what came down here is what Raphael sent us to kill. Okay, so that was another way we could have come here. Do we want to wrap, or do we just want to... Let's see if we can avoid that conversation for now. We can, perfect, because I want to explore the rest of this place. I want to be thorough. Let's see what this way would have taken us if we had come this way instead. Well, that's our fast travel. We are in the Gauntlet of Shar. This is the darkness room, I think.
You do not belong here.
Your mind upends. Somehow, in the decayed soup of this creature's brain, a tadpole lives. Another presence nurtures it, manipulates it like a puppet.
No, you do not belong. This is the Dark Lady's house. She is no use for old, faithless bones.
You plunder. You meddle. You upset my plans. Leave.
That won't be happening. Zerel sent me. I'm here to help a certain Balthazar.
Zerel lacks imagination. Zerel lacks faith. Zerel lacks in many ways, but I do not. Leave before...
Before what?
Stupid worm-infested cockhead! You have awoken the shadows! My forces are split. The defenses are thin. Rally on me. A wall of bone and blade against the darkness. Now!
Why did Lady Shar's dead attack? Am I being tested?
Okay. Well, common sense
Spill some.
would say they're coming out of the portals, right? Destroy the portals, no more
Can't give up.
more enemies to have to deal with.
Onward.
I can't answer your question, Shadow.
I am fury. I am death. On the move.
Wish you can lose out to get into some kind of position.
Time to push my luck again. These boots have seen everything.
Figured you might be immune to that, but it was worth a try before I started dumping arrow shots. We got 2 of the portals down. There's just 1 more. Not the first time we dealt with these Shar and Dud. I wonder how she does that. Does she reanimate her faithful that died? Is that what this is? Are they just committed to being here for eternity? Oh, they hit a little hard. And you're gonna spawn more, huh? Alright. Astarion, I need you to take care of this. Thank you. Alright, so there's not gonna be any more of them, thankfully. Let's give you all Radiant Orb. Why are you... What happened? I honestly couldn't tell you why she died. I'll do this for you, though. Here you go.
Help, please.
That should help you a little.
Focus.
Get yourself up, too.
What now?
So they're not exploding when they die. I don't know what the hell happened to her. Astarion. Let's try and get some of these things dead before they breach our lines and start causing chaos again.
What's the plan?
Take advantage on that. What is going on with you? Every time she kills one of those things, she dies.
Got to concentrate.
I gotta pay more attention to that. It's only happening when she does it.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. I'll strike you.
Yeah, I'm missing the point with these Sharan constructs. Dual wield attack is broken again, I see. It's okay, I know how to fix it. To do that after this fight, though.
Talk to me. I am fury.
Well, I guess then, Shadow, you're just gonna sit there and do nothing. You see, she doesn't take damage when she's not the one killing it. Maybe it's because you're a Shar worshipper.
I will not know failure. Need to act fast.
Another fight.
Well, then you're just not going to do anything.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Alright. That was a wonky encounter. I wish I could explain to you guys why she was taking damage. My best guess is that it's because she's a Shar follower, and
Might be useful.
ergo if she kills Shar sentinels, she takes damage. That's the only guess I can have out of any of that. Give that a shadow. Everybody does know why that was happening and can tell me in the comments. I'd love to know, because I genuinely don't.
Anything of use?
Not something I feel like I've ever struggled with before, but perhaps she's never been the one to take all the killing blows before. What is this?
Lady Shar.
On the altar is an inscription. Brave the gauntlet of your Lady Shar, surmount her trials, and rise a dark justiciar.
That's gonna prick Shadowheart's ears up.
This place is legendary. Even with half my memories locked away, I still remember the stories. The Dark Lady's finest warriors arose from this place. Now I'm here.
There are recesses on the altar that look intended to house something. Another such receptacle already contains a gemstone.
What are these trials, Shadowheart?
In order to join Lady Shar's elite, you had to pass her trials. Then make a sacrifice in her innermost sanctum. One revealed only when you've proven yourself. Very few made it that far. I've dreamed of this place. This is my destiny. I must complete the trials.
Are you sure this is what you want?
You know me better than most. But I need to find out if I'm worthy. If I prove myself to Lady Shar, she'll bless me with power. Power we can use to take on the Absolute and rid ourselves of these parasites once and for all. Let's explore.
Well, we don't have a gemstone yet. We have nothing to put into this so far, but that's the whole lower ruined section that was in that journal we found. So I am going to assume that up here is the way that we would have come. We did a straight shot. I'm obviously going to check it just to see.
Seems simple enough.
Yes, that's the main room. So we would have come straight up into that fight if we decided to go this way first instead of cutting. Alright, at this point, who are you? This place a beast. Okay, at this point we've been through some shit, so let's drop a save. Before we go any further.
Never a dull moment.
Things see me. Is that the beast from the Justiciar journal? All aboard, gang. Quaint.
Let's get on with it.
Can we do anything for you without having to use my next long rest? Let's see.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Split that evenly, and then we'll send those to Shadow.
I wonder what the next move is.
Get her topped off.
And these things have stayed interesting. need to find a way forward.
Some kind of throne. Well, this little side path looks quite cheeky, shall we? I think you all have the ability to jump up this. Put a save in.
There's something out there.
Oh.
I can feel it.
But they're trying to be cheeky. If we followed this thing, they would have brought us right down here. And they would have all had high ground advantage on us. Well, our turn to spring a surprise. Now, for anybody who's wondering, this is Raphael's pet that he wanted us to hunt down. And this is a very tough fight. He throws these bombs, and the bombs hurt. And when I say they hurt, I mean they hurt.
Let's move.
Alright. They're gonna give us a very bad day. Before we go into this encounter, I'm just gonna fix my my dual wield ability real quick. And sorry, and I wonder if yours are a little messed up too, so let's just get this changed up real fast just in case. Okay, you should both be good now.
Blood? No.
We'll save that up again. And I think the best case scenario here would probably be for Astarion to open with some kind of advantage attack. This will get us the most amount of DPS out that we can possibly muster.
Form up ranks! Don't let anything get past you!
Yeah, you see, he's an asshole. He's an asshole. I hate everything about him. I despise him. I want him to die very quickly.
On my way.
Well, that turned out quite unfortunate, didn't it? Barely not in range.
I am fury. I am death.
Alright, Lazo. You need to go really big on this guy. Too dark? He's literally standing in light.
I won't give in.
Alright. Alas. There's no way he's too dark now, right? He's standing in a moonbeam.
This is your end.
Good job, Lazo. Let's surge in that. Thank God. Okay.
Taking position.
Now these little things. They're all going to blow up at the end of this turn. And a lot of us are just going to have to take that out because it's the end of the turn. But thankfully, Shadowheart is in a pretty good spot to not get hit by it. Astarion and Lazo, they're going to have to take some licks out of that. But there's nothing we can do, so I suppose that kind of is what it is at this point. Thankfully, most of those Merigons are surprised, so they won't be able to take advantage of the disrepair that bomb trap is going to put us in. Okay, let's move out of the way of this. Because these little shits are gonna throw bombs at us too. It's not just the Orthon that we had to worry about. Do you have the range? Okay, let's get started on the Displacer Beast. Beautiful. Now you back it up too, actually.
Time to strike.
Lazo, you're gonna do what you can from where you are, and then you're gonna run away from the bombs too. Because all this shit is about to start coming at us. The bright side of that means next turn, we can bottleneck the shit out of him here.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Alright. Start bringing the militia forward.
One day I'll catch a break.
Back up back here. And now if these assholes decide to throw a bomb, it's gonna hit the Displacer Beast when these explode. Kind of baited it into it right there. My Dryad is actually very alone right there. If they ignore her, I can summon in the wood behind this line. Okay, they're not gonna ignore her, but she's immune to entangled, so that's good. Mainly what I wanted to accomplish here was just to buy time for my backline to get out of the way of these bombs. You would have had a very bad day if you came the way the game was trying to make you go down here, because they all have high ground advantage on you. You would have had a very bad day if you go that way, so obviously I don't recommend that. That is why we moved. Go there and use this. Yes. Now 10 Radiant Orb, 2 Radiant Orb and Reverb. You're dead next turn, likely. So, heal yourself, I guess. Your last turn. Lazo, you can move up now. Okay, the Orthon. Get some of this stuff dead. Or at least on the verge of. Alright, Moonbeam. You move on to the Displacer Beast. 35 is huge damage. Level 5 Moonbeam does not play games. You're gonna back up. But you can't get hit with any of that bullshit. We don't have movement for it either. Okay, well, we're gonna use Misty to back up then. And the Displacer is dead to the Moonbeam turn. That's good. Put my ward up there. Get Shillelagh up. Let's see what any of you are going to do about it. Kind of using my woad there as a battering ram. The one next to us had to use its turn to get up off the floor. Costs a lot of economy, so... One more turn and then it's our go again. Alright. Make them pay for all that, shall we? I was intending on them actually getting reverbed by missing, but he somehow stuck that.
Victory awaits.
Gonna stick those.
No choice but to keep going. First step is the hardest.
Make them have a bad day. Beam on that.
Try me.
Takes care of our back line. Now our Dryad can go get involved in some of this. Try the spike growth. Good berry too. Okay, the woad dying is okay. The Dryad dying is the thing that would sting. It wouldn't sting too bad. At the end of the day, they're all just battering rams for us. In a sense. Walk you in and kill him like that.
Victory awaits.
Hit him with the razzle dazzle.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Almost taking care of this. Tier 5 Moonbeam just really cuts the cake.
We'll never find out now.
Let's go hurt someone.
Well, actually, we did figure it out because... Oh, Astarion, I have a toy for you. We did figure it out because Raphael is what sent us down to kill him. So he was obviously down here doing something for Raphael. Only the naive would believe that he was down here on his own terms. That's clearly not the case. Hellfire crossbow goes there, and the Firestalker crossbow goes there. Now you have both very rare crossbows.
No one's stopped me yet. What's in here?
Nothing in the displacer. We are going to loot up the Marigons because they have those cool little masks. He was down here with...
Here we go.
The legitimate demon army. Lady Shar's base. So this must have been what that Sharon diary was talking about when they said there was an army with a beast down here that wouldn't leave. It had to have been these. And the Orthon was clearly their commander. I mean, he gave them pretty good advice in terms of fighting us right there. How he said form a line and they were on the high ground waiting for us. It's a pretty sound strategy. What's on with you, little rat on the throne?
We outnumber you. Leave me be.
Okay. Something tells me it would be a very bad idea to fuck with the rats.
I have a lot on my mind.
I don't like what he keeps saying about outnumbering us and being better than us. That looks like what we were looking for. For access to the Gauntlet of Shar. Orthon's bed.
Made of corpses. Disgusting and
he was sleeping on that. Yikes. So it was him. Based on the bodies and stuff here, it must have been the Orthon that slaughtered everybody down here. Boots of Brilliance. Restore Bardic Inspiration. Don't need that. Gotta lay Zell. Bard is fun. If you're somebody who likes dialogue kind of roleplay, Bard is very fun because as a Bard, you'll basically be talking your way out of every situation ever. I suppose a fun example of that to bring up is that little fight we had right there with the Orthon. If you play Bard, you can just chit-chat to him and you literally just manipulate him into smoking himself. He'll just take himself out of the picture. You won't have to worry about him. What is going on here? Zealot of the Absolute. Instructions from Balthazar. Investigate strange singing. Ascertain any connection to the relic. Do not deviate. Do not fail. Return promptly. I'm guessing that lantern was there for them to report back. Strange singing. Well, I don't hear any singing. No way down there. You have that little climb down. Maybe whatever did the singing was down here. I'm not eager to discover. Let's bring on the
no one back home.
Zergs before we head down this. We'll also drop a save. Let's take a quick little shimmy on down.
With haste. No traps, please.
Big vases. Skeleton there in that pot. Oh, hello. That's a shortcut into the Gauntlet of Shar without the Umbral Gem. Huh.
Never a dull moment.
One becomes many. And each of us is more than what we are. Parts and multitudes that form our thoughts, desires, nature itself. Manifold are the creatures inside you, and what you can become when you speak my words is all your parts made manifest. Your weakness can become strength if it is made legion. Quaking hearts can find courage in their numbers. The lowliest vermin can humble a Goliath if they stand as an army. And a ruin can become a kingdom for one soul made many. Speak Itori Mustag thrice. Become your finest self. All of them, Raphael.
This speaks of magic that can divide someone into many. But many what?
Rats, I would assume.
A ritual circle. Seems to be infernal in nature.
A final warning. Offer us peace now, or be devoured.
Don't usually bargain with rats. If I let you live, what's in it for me?
There are treasures. Useless to us now, but once they had value, meaning. We hid them away. Untouched for a lifetime. Keep your word, and we will reveal them to you.
You're not ordinary rat, are you? None of you are.
An ordinary rat alone. But together, something more.
Did a
Some
rat do a
remember turning
demonic
away from
ritual?
the sun. Some remember donning a black cloak. Some remember plunging a blade into an innocent heart. But we all remember a name. Lethindor. We share who he was.
Are you telling me you're one person turned into a swarm of rats? How can that be?
It shouldn't be. We should be one long dead. Instead, we are many. Scurrying, hiding, surviving. We are just crumbs of a life. Harmless nothings. Unless you test us. Leave us in peace.
Alright, your lives for this treasure. You'd better be level with me.
And you better be true to your word. I am small, but we are many. Now fetch your prize and leave.
Okay, but what is my prize? Garden provision. Is that not where we just were? Did you just give me information I already heard? He did. Well, we got to the bottom of the rats.
Blood? No, never mind.
Let's check this sneaky little shortcut that I just saw, because I had no idea this was a thing. I have not done this before. I always come down here much later. So this is literally the Gauntlet of Shar. The lever handle. Everybody come stand in this elevator for me. Come on down. Look, I know there's a lot of you, but you can at least shimmy onto the plane. Plenty of room here.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Where does this take us? I think this comes up in the little cubby with the broken... Yeah, it does.
On my way.
Indeed. Well, we fixed the shortcut into the Gauntlet of Shar. We're not gonna run it that way. We'll go down the actual way. I'm not gonna...
Still breathing.
Time skip that like that. We'll go down the way that we're supposed to go down. With the fancy Umbral Gems. Which is... here? Yes, that's here. Correct, and then that would take us down there, which is where we just came from the rats.
What to do?
Wait.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong at all.
What's going on? Tell me.
Something more I need to do, or the trials will have been in vain. There is a holy weapon hidden away, the Spear of Night. I have to claim it, then use it to make a sacrifice in Lady Shar's inner sanctum. If I succeed, I'll become a Dark Justicia.
I don't think you want to become that. Based on everything we've read about those. You really want to go through with this? A blood sacrifice just to appease Shar?
Don't worry. This place has been empty for years. The sacrifice can't be a simple mortal. More likely it's a monster. And we're well versed in dealing with those, aren't we? We need to get that spear. There's a library in this place somewhere. That's where I need to look.
Hey, Shadow. We'll get to that.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence?
We get Astarion's answers too.
To the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yrgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shar, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact.
So it was your
his
pet.
Wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him. But he has his uses. So instead, I am re-educating him.
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed, we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes.
You can cut to the chase.
As you wish. Brace yourself, Astarion. We're about to unveil your destiny. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Zar. In full, the contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living.
Like walking in sunlight, eating food.
And appetites of man will return to him. And unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air.
Sounds like parasites did you a favor, Astarion.
You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
He actually held his part of the bargain, surprisingly. Cazador is a piece of shit. We're going to stop him.
Do you think it's so simple?
We can't let Cazador complete that ritual. He could unleash terrible horrors.
The end of my life amongst them. Just when I was starting to enjoy it. He'll never leave me alone. I didn't think he would when I was just one more wretched toy for him to play with. But if I'm the key to this power he craves, he'll hunt me to the ends of Faerun.
And we'll hunt him too.
I need to take the fight to him.
I agree.
And I need you to help me.
You had me as soon as I knew the stakes. Of course I'll help. We'll hunt him down and kill him.
Thank you.
It's not just for you, it's a lot for everybody else too. Having a vampire ascendant god lord running around Faerun, slaughtering everybody, turning them into vamps. Walking in the sunlight where no other vampire hunters can curtail the issue either. None of that's gonna work for me. Good play tricks.
The way she leered at me. The blood merchant. I can't get it out of my head. It isn't like me. Not like me at all. I was being too precious, wasn't I? We could have used her potion. A moment of unpleasantry doesn't matter if there's a fine reward. I should have just gritted my teeth as always and let her have me for a bit.
It makes me sad to hear you talk about yourself like that.
Why? I'm simply trying to be realistic.
You're not a tool, you're a person.
There's nothing more desirable in the world than a vampire, is there?
That led to the BG3 fan base.
Having been through all I have, you damn well are going to fight with what few assets the gods give you. But a part of me feels sick when I think about getting on my back for breadcrumbs again.
I wouldn't necessarily say any of these, but we'll try and boost his confidence a little.
I had nothing at all for so long. Not even my body. That was owned by Cazador. To be sent out to tempt fools into his palace. I have bedded thousands of people. Half of them I barely remember. Most of them didn't even grant me temporary bliss. It should have been so easy to let the drow use me for her fantasy, but perhaps, you showed me I have enough strength. I don't need to.
That's good. For everything you are, still, you are a slave no longer. You're not a slave now, Astarion. You're free.
I can stop using myself. Stop being used.
Indeed.
It isn't worth the scars anymore.
Yeah, being owned and... I mean, for as much as slaves don't have free will, he literally didn't have free will because he has to obey Cazador. It's a compulsion. Everything in his mind and body could be saying no, and he would still do it because he doesn't have a choice. He's a vampire spawn, which is a whole other barrel of psychological issues, right? Like, you couldn't even take the easy way out if you wanted to because you can't do anything without permission. Even on your worst day, you literally can't do anything you're not told to do. That is the ultimate form of slavery to a higher extreme than most others would ever have to deal with. Him having a barrel of issues about that is very understandable, and that won't be happening anymore. He won't have to whore himself out. No one in my company ever will. But
no time to rest.
He can keep his head up about that at least, and we will take care of Cazador. The fact that he's a giant slaving piece of shit is just a bonus. We would kill him anyway for the rite of ascension that he's trying to perform, but the fact that he's such a detestable little troglodyte just makes it that much better. Anyways, this is a perfect spot to wrap the episode, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, there is a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Baldur's Gate 3. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.